What does it take to become president of the United States? A new book shows how the building blocks start early on.
Clint Arthur just released his new book. It's called The President's Code. Now, he examined the lives of all 44 presidents, and he did find some common traits. Clint is here now to talk about that. Welcome, Clint.
Thank you. Nice to be back.
So you say that John Quincy Adams sort of set the standard, set the benchmark for all U.S. presidents.
That guy was awesome. Not only was he born into the family business, but he didn't stop there. He didn't let nepotism take its toll. He did everything you need to do to become the president. He made all the right decisions. He got married at the age of 29. He had children, which embodies the American dream of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. He became an attorney. He served in state government. He served in federal government. He earned his presidency, and that is the model that all the presidents should follow.
And has everybody since then had those same characteristics or accomplishments?
Well, a lot of the presidents, 43 of the 44 presidents have been married. Okay, that's a very important decision. And I've actually studied the statistics, and of those presidents, 2/3 of them got married between the ages of 25 and 31. It's very important, including John Adams, Ronald Reagan, and Bill Clinton, all married at the age of 29. Now, Barack Obama got married at age 31, right in that range. Mitt Romney, not in the range. He got married at 22.
Yeah.
Not many Americans get married at 22. So it's not presidential, and it's not really like most Americans.
Now, we've got this election coming up in just a few months. Any predictions? Obama, Romney? You mentioned that Romney got married too young.
Yeah, another factor that is weighing against Mitt Romney is his number of children. Most of the presidents had between 2 and 4 children, like most Americans have 2-point-something children. How many does President Obama have? 2 children. Mitt Romney has 5 children. It makes him unlike most Americans and unlike most presidents.
So the obvious question is, are these just statistical anomalies, or do they point out that this is not good presidential material?
Well, look, there are going to be exceptions to every rule. For example, Abraham Lincoln, one of our greatest presidents, did not go to college, whereas 35 of the 44 presidents are college graduates. So there's always going to be an exception, and you can always have greatness arise out of anything. But I'm just saying, if you want to be president, you have to make certain decisions that are going to make you most like most of the presidents and like most Americans.
Here in Hollywood, we have a lot of celebrities who mix acting and activism or politics. George Clooney comes to mind.
George is never going to be the president.
Unless
he goes back to college and completes. He's a college dropout, and there has never been a president who was a college dropout. It would also help him if he got married and had 2 to 4 children.
So who that we all know, either in Hollywood or what celebrities would make good presidents?
Eli Manning, quarterback of the championship New York Giants. He would make a great president. He is a college graduate.
Fan?
I'm a native New Yorker, so I do love the Giants. He's a college graduate. He is married. He has 2 children. He's a Christian, like many of the presidents are. And if he was smart, he would go back, get a law degree, so that he would be like many of the presidents who were lawyers, and run for state office. If he were to get elected as a senator in New York State, he would be such a hot ticket for the White House.
It's interesting because you've talked a lot about accomplishments and benchmarks and when to do things. What about personality traits? Are there personality traits that are similar in the presidents?
Well, in that sense, I'd like to say, like, why do we keep picking the same kind of candidates? Why do the same types of people keep showing up, right? That's the personality traits. And I believe that the answer is in our hands every day. It's the money that we use. For example, this $2 bill shows a picture of President Thomas Jefferson. He got married at age 29. He had children.
2?
He actually had 6, but this was a long time ago when you put the kids to work on the farm. He was a lawyer. He was a college graduate. Okay? We go to Honest Abe. He got married. He had 4 children. He was a lawyer. Even though he didn't go to college, he still made himself a lawyer. And then we have Hamilton. He got married at age 27, right in that range. He thought children were so important to the American dream and his living the American dream. He adopted children. And he was also a lawyer. So these personality traits are drummed into our collective consciousness. Like, that is what makes a great president, because this is what tells us what to think.
And so what are the biggest common denominators? Is there something that stands out as every president having?
Yeah, every president, except for one, got married, so that's really important. But more germane to what I really want to share with people is that you don't become president overnight. You don't become president without paying your dues. Right. You have to serve. You have to go to college. And in the modern era, 9 of the presidents were Ivy League graduates. So if you're thinking, should I go to the Ivy League school? Should I work extra hard on that homework or that quiz? Kids, yes, it's very important to go to an Ivy League school if you want to be president. Wow. And it's very important to work your way up the state and federal government ladder of success.
Very interesting, Clint. Thank you.
Thank you, Clint.
Now you know what to do if you want to grow up and be president. For more information about Clint Arthur and his new book, The President's Code, just go to KCAL9.com, click Seen on TV.